Hello, everyone. Welcome to Alphawisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria. We are wrapping up our discussion of the signs and markings that affect the energy flow of lines, and they can be found quite frequently. So this is nothing uncommon. All right, let's just get started and see what we have. Okay? All right. Now, as you see on your check sheet over here, they're summed up for you, and the three are a dot, a grill, and a square. If you've been with me a while, then you are familiar with the names. I didn't go in too much detail, but I gave you enough to understand. But we have new people coming in, and there's some other things we need to know about. The dot, everyone. The grill, everyone. And the square, same thing applies. So let's see what the dot. Here's your check sheet. Here's what the dot looks like. And I placed it on the heart line, the line that runs across above, maybe not all the way across all the time, but it does run up to at least this point. Okay? So we have 4 dots. And you can see here, a dot appears on a small colored indentation on the line. I made them large enough so you can see them, but they appear as smaller than this, actually, if you're looking at it. The existence of a dot indicates a physical or emotional setback of some kind, depending on its color and location. Okay? Now we'll find out more about this as far as details are concerned. Many times it's common to see 1 dot, maybe 2, but not necessarily on the same line. Okay? You can have a dot on this line, and on this line. So it doesn't matter, but to have 4 dots in reality, that's pretty uncommon unless the problem is really that important. Okay, so let's leave the dot and let's go on to the grill. Okay, now first off, this is what the grill looks like. It's located on the thumb ball, which is the Venus mount. Now that does not mean that's the only place it can be found. It can be found almost all over the hand. But I'm giving you this example. It says lines forming a grill. So what do we have here? Lines, vertical going up and horizontal across. But check your sheet. Let's see what that says. A grill is formed by numerous fine lines that crisscross each other. It indicates a period of diffused and scattered energy. When found on the Venus mount, this is the Venus mount, the thumb ball, a grill reveals a tendency for sexual excess, especially if the mount is reddish in color. Now we all have pinkish or palms, and you recognize it if it's red because it stands out. So if you know that you may fall into this category, the last sentence said sexual excess, getting a little carried away there. Okay? That would be there. And once you calm things down or you take better control, you may not see this anymore. But as long as there is an issue, the grill will be there. And that applies to all of them. Okay? Lines forming grill. All right, we're going to leave this and go on to our last one. All right. Here we have lines forming a square. Here's the square. The example is on the lifeline. We can see it almost anywhere. Okay? Now let's see what your check sheet says. A square is formed by 4 independent lines that create a triangle. It is a sign of protection and preservation, and often repairs a broken line. Yes. So out of all the signs, this is positive. Okay? Now there's more to the square, depending on where it's located. So it continues. A square can have other meanings. As an example, a square appearing on the Jupiter mount. This finger is Jupiter. The flesh below it is Jupiter, and it's a mount, so it's the Jupiter mount. Okay? Is an indication of strong teaching ability, giving it the name the teacher's square. Okay? So if it had been here, but wherever it is, it's always a good thing. Out of all the signs, there's positivity there. Okay? So that's what we have for all the things I wanted to go over with you before we go in depth with the next section. All right, what I have here are the future topics that I will cover in greater detail. We're going to cover the lifeline, the headline, the heartline, the single transverse palmar crease line, or as you know the name more commonly, is the simian line. This is the correct name. All right, the girdle of Venus, timing on the line. So you'll be able to do it yourself. I've gone over it before, but we're going to do something again. Hopefully it'll reinforce you. All right, the fate line, also known as the Saturn line, and other lines we'll cover. These are not major lines, but they are lines that we are all affected. So we're going to learn a little more about the Apollo, Mercury, Neptune, travel, Uranus, marriage line, which can be referred to as a union, splitting up, the union splits up, children, and Rushettes. Okay, so that's what we will be covering, and that'll run for some period of time. If you have any suggestions not mentioned, be sure you send a note to me, and I will include those things in one of the lessons coming ahead. All right? Well, thank you. Thank you. If you liked it, by all means, give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Okay? Thanks again for watching. I can't thank you enough. That's why I'm here. All right. Love yourself. Love and light. Bye.